participants of the International Conference on Computational Linguistics and Intelligent Systems, let us present the topic of our research, which is TEI Advances for Concordance Compiling, a case study of Erich Fromm's novel, The Art of Loving. I am presenting on behalf of the team of co-authors Nataliia, Hrytsiv, Bekhta, Nataliia, Sofiianyk, Tetiana, Shestakevych, and Vasyl. Byalyk. The paper focuses on the analysis of linguistic markings and coding of prose text by TEI methods. The original and translation of the work were analyzed. In addition, the marking of these texts was carried out, and a number of concepts that prevailed in the text were identified. Therefore, a certain set of texts was created that reflected these dominant concepts. In here, we talk mostly about the mothers, love, fathers, love, friends, love, gods, love, and so on. A sample of 120 sentences in the English language original and 120 sentences in the Ukrainian translation, which contain dominant concepts, was selected for the study. An implied component of the work is the development of a program written in Python to analyze the representation of the markup and features of the created tags in the original and translation. As a perspective, an intentionally built program called Concordance Art of Loving can be a platform for analyzing TEI markup of this kind for other authors. Thus, we opt for describing and characterizing modern TEI methods, applying them to the practical markup of English and Ukrainian texts, and preparing materials for concordance on the basis of the results obtained within the scope of tasks conducted. With this in mind, we concentrate on cursory analysis of the main theoretical provisions of corpus linguistics and linguistic markup, preliminary study of the original and translation of the analyzed novel, markup process of the original and translation of the novel in accordance with the recommendations of the TEI, creation of a sample of sentences both in the original and in the translation containing at least one tag from the set created by us, scrutiny on the features, limitations, and the definition of a set of tags, choice of information technology tools for creating a software, organizing tags for English and Ukrainian data, analyzing the results using the created software. Thus, let us repeat that the study was based on the original and the translation of Erich Fromm's novel, The Art of Loving. Here, we have a sample of the minimum TEI header of the original text. It should be stated that we dedicated to different levels of text markup, but due to the time limit, so we only present some fragments of it. Then we have a sample of the minimum TEI header of the translation, right? Then let us take into consideration an example where the word is enclosed in quotation marks that are not highlighted in italics. Right? So in here we see two words, falling and being, in its relation to love. Right? So that is, we have to tag them accordingly so that later on we would be able to contrast the original spelling and original structure with a translated variant, and the creation and practical use of a Concordance Art of Loving. So in here you see the interface. As in the window on the left, we see a field with a list of sentences that contain M, love, meaning mother love, F, love, meaning father's love, B, love, meaning brother's love, and so on. When you first start the program, the window on the right is empty. However, if you enter a word or tag in the search field and click the search button, the search results will be displayed in the right window and will look like this. And then when you click on the sentence in the right window, the translation of the sentence will be displayed, which makes it very user-friendly in terms of further translation studies and analysis. Thus, concluding, the creation of an electronic concordance on the basis of a parallel corpus will greatly facilitate the process of scrutinizing the creative work of German psychologist and philosopher writer Erich Fromm, and in particular his novel, The Art of Loving. One of the most popular programming languages is Python, which is widely used in the text studies. Therefore, within the framework of our study, we developed the Concordance Art of Loving program, which contains a list of sentences that contains at least one of the sets of text as based on this programming language. However, our program does not have a predefined size limit. This advantage allows adding sentences with new text or change existing sentences at any time. Thanks to the Concordance Art of Loving program, all sentences that have at least one of the set texts in the original, as well as their Ukrainian counterparts and statistics on them, are gathered in one place, which greatly facilitates the study of the novel. All in all, with the help of our program, we determined that there were 31 sentences with the text exclusively of mother love in the text, brother love, father love, and so on. However, there are certain sentences within the context of which our text overlap, right? So there are 4 sentences of this kind, and there are sentences with the exclusive usage. In here, we talk about suppose God does love, G love, right? The perspective of the study would be developing the multilingual workarounds, right? So adding up other languages apart from the English original, the Ukrainian translation. Thank you so much for your attention. Questions or questions?